Guard the key. Again. Infirmary. The door is locked. Use the infirmary key. Yes. It's a hat. It's a felt hat on the ground that seems to radiate an air of luxury and refinement. Take it? Yes. Acquired felt hat. Yeah. I'm tired. I hate this. I want to go home. Yeah. It's okay. We'll get out of here. I know we will. How can you even say that? What possible reason could you have for believing that we'll ever be able to leave this place? Yeah. Are you saying I can hold you responsible if we never get home again? Yeah. That's enough. I've had about all I can take of your whining. We're not in the safety of our own familiar little world anymore. People aren't going to bend over backwards to spare your feelings here. We're fighting for survival. It's every girl for herself. So don't think for a minute that we're going to stop and console you every time you have a damsel in distress moment just because we're your friends. Go ahead and cry. See if I care. Sorry, that was totally uncalled for. Not everybody's as strong-willed as you, you know. Fine, do whatever the hell you want, then. You have my thanks once again. I've always cherished this hat, you see. It was specially selected for me by Tanaka, one of my most beloved subordinates. So glad we were able to find it. It seems like it means a lot to you, and it just feels like it feels really good to help someone in need. Doesn't it? Yeah. You are truly benevolent souls. My eternal gratitude is yours. You possess such clear eyes and pure hearts. If I still lived, I would use the rest of my days to offer protection and guidance. I shan't lose these items again, and I should hope that you not lose the generosity you've shown, for this place can quickly and easily crush the spirit. In times like this, especially, it is important that you not succumb to despair, nor forsake your true nature. Rather, you should scoff in despair's rotund face and embrace who you are. Love yourself. But now, I must bid adieu, for my home is calling to me. I pray that you three, as well, will find your way back to your own homes in due time. Fare thee well. I love you. he's a pretty fun person, huh? Although still apprehensive about our surroundings, we felt slightly better, having done a good deed, and held our heads high as we exited the bathroom. From there we began wandering the darkened halls of the abandoned school building once again. Naruse, Kazane, Ikari, our missing friends. We called their names over and over again as we walked, but our voices just seemed to be absorbed by the darkness in front of our faces, where they melted away into nothingness. We knew that eventually those voices would give out altogether, and our bodies would cease to function. It was only a matter of time. But despite that inevitability, we decided then and there that we would keep on walking for as long as it took. We couldn't give up. We had to continue struggling against our fate, calling out into the darkness with whatever voices we had left, for as long as we lived. Well, that's that. So, on to chapter 2. View the chapter 2 opening. Yes. Phew, that should just about do it. I hate being in charge of the gym equipment. All because of that stupid co-ed meet in 2 days. Why can't the boys' class rep take care of the grunt work? Yeah. Freaking Kishinuma. Doesn't he know what a delicate flower I am? Most I've ever had to lift before was chopsticks, and he expects me to lug around a damn pommel horse? Oh me, that one is pretty sight. What is? Of course. Yours is way cuter. And plump like a duck's. What are you saying? Got what they call a childbearing hips. It's a good thing. Means when you get older, you can pump out all the babies you want with the greatest of ease. Actually, kind of happy to hear you say that. Do you have a certain motherly quality to you, Naomi? It's no wonder you're so good with kids. But of course, I'm hoping to raise 4 children one day. Sounds like you'll be making some lucky guy real happy. Hmm? Chapter 2. Wasn't that Nakashima's voice? She was screaming. What do I do? I can't let anything happen to my students. Shinozaki, it's alright. Please calm down. But you heard it too. Outside. Her voice. I did. I think she's hyperventilating. I need to try to calm her breathing before she passes out. It probably wasn't a real voice. I'm sure it just sounded like one. It was the building settling. I'll go check it out, though, and see if I can figure out what it was for sure. You two stay right here, okay? Miss Shishido, wait, don't leave us. Shinozaki. It's okay, Teach. I'll keep an eye on Shinozaki. Okay. Better yet, how about I go take a look, and you wait here? Not a chance, till I can verify everyone's safety. I want to keep you two out of harm's way. Well, okay, I guess. Be careful, though. No. Look, she'll be fine. Jeez. I'm counting on you, Kishinuma. I'll be back in no time. No problem. I'm actually scared. My legs are even shaking. I have no idea what's going on. My head is spinning. I can't make sense of anything. My chest hurts like my heart is encased in ice. And I can't shake this dizziness or this nausea. But when I think about the possibility of something horrible happening to my dear students, I can feel a newfound energy welling up from within me. I feel like, if nothing else, I can at least play the part of the level-headed adult. Valor, thy name is education. The door is nailed shut, and the nails are hammered in tight. It's not going to open through any normal means. The shelves are filled to overflowing with long black hairs. There's a key over there. Heavenly Hostility. Okay. Wonder if Satoshi and the others are safe. They are. I'm sure of it. Okay. There's a strange yellow... There's something here. A crystal shining with a faint purple glow is nestled among the debris on the ground. Take it? Yes. Acquired power stone. Wonder what that is. Miss Yui? I think that really was a scream we heard. Did you find something? Yeah, some kind of gemstone laying on the ground. Looks like a ruby, or no, probably an amethyst? Kishinuma, you can identify gemstones? No, not really. Shinozaki is the one to ask for that kind of stuff. Is that so? Well then, maybe I should give it to her. Now that's a decision. Give gemstone to Shinozaki. Okay, guess we'll give it to her. Just now is probably not the best time for that. But will you take it and give it to her once she's calmed down a bit? It might make her feel a little better. No problem. Hand over the Power Stone. Okay, here we go. It's a key, isn't it? 3A. Return home immediately. Those who remained here will go hungry and die of starvation. That reminds me. Poor Monet's all alone. You must be one hungry kitty by now. Plus from 3A, the door is now unlocked. 2A. Door seems to have fixed and can't be opened. Disturbingly large amount of human hair is crammed into the cabinet, filling each shelf to overflowing. Excessive number of bugs excitedly scampering all over is enough to make your skin crawl. (1873) September 18th. Serial kidnapping ends in murder. I've heard something about this once before, but I never realized just how horrific an incident it really was. If it isn't the teacher, you all by yourself? Decided to stop shaking and shivering with the other two back in 1A, did you? I'll have you know, I heard one of my students screaming, and I've set out to find her. I see. Regrettably, as I keep telling people, that won't be possible. This school exists in a nexus where multiple dimensions overlap. It's but a single closed space in a sea of closed spaces. In other words, even though you may be in the same school as your screaming student, you and she occupy different dimensions, which means you two can never meet. If one of you should die, perhaps your body or your spirit may move from one space to another, or maybe you can find some means of traversing the planes freely as they do. Consider this fair warning. Even if you should find the exact spot from which your student's scream emanated, she herself may not be there, and if she isn't, there's not a thing you can do about it. But I heard her voice. It is true that other children have been brought here quite recently, children who by all appearances are indeed your students. But as I suggested, time and space do not behave as you'd assume here. They're fragmented. You say you heard a scream? That scream may have taken place only a few minutes ago. Perhaps it occurred in another space many hours or previous. May even have been an echo from the future. Who's to say? With this phenomenon as it is, it's entirely possible for two closed spaces to have some small influence on one another, even when out of sync. It doesn't matter. I can't just ignore that agonizing scream and go on my merry way. Step aside. No, don't do that. Guess we have to go through it to get to our next destination. Step aside. Put you F off, you damn corporeal. An earthquake? In all the world, the most vile, untrustworthy individuals of them all are your school teachers. All you care about is your own well-being. You're not worried about your students. You're just worried about being held responsible if something should happen to them. This really, really hurts. You're all the same, every last one of you. And I won't be taken in by your lies anymore. Taken in? When you see a problem among your kids, you just keep your distance, because you sure won't want to get involved. Have to keep up appearances, right? So you just pick out the problem children and chip away at them little by little until they either drop out or get expelled. You're not disciplining them, you're just raging at them. I've never met a teacher who actually cared about her students. Not once. You're wrong. All of your students are destined to starve to death in these godforsaken halls. They don't succumb to depression and kill themselves first. There's no other possible outcome. They'll die meaningless deaths just like I did. And they sure won't be thinking about you when they take their final breaths. Any last words? I'll tell them to your students as I end their miserable lives. Come again. Spare my students. What was that? Please. I don't care what happens to me. Just spare their lives. They're not your children. You're not their mother. Are you really still pretending to care about them? Filthy liar. Did you know, when you die in this accursed place, you experience the pain you felt at the moment of your death for all eternity? And I'm going to crush you to dust. The pain must be unbearable, unimaginable. And you're going to feel that pain every moment of every day, forevermore. Ask me to spare you. It's what you really want, isn't it? Be honest with me. And I'll consider sparing your life. Don't you harm a hair on their heads. You hear me? You're one stubborn... This is excruciating. I think my ribcage is broken. Feels like someone's pushing this cabinet down on top of me with superhuman force. I'm losing consciousness. Does it hurt? Oh, poor baby. Corpse will look just like a dead frog on the side of the road. Everybody live you all. Meanwhile, another earthquake. I think it's over. What's wrong? I just got a really bad feeling. We've got to search for Miss Shishido. What if she comes back while we're gone, and we miss each other along the way? We're going... alright already, but if we don't have any luck finding her, let's just make sure we come back to this room, okay? How about we leave her a note? Shinozaki, do you have anything I could write with? I've got a pen, but no paper. Huh. There's always the teacher's desk. Miss Yui, gone to find you. If we pass each other and you see this message, wait right here. We'll be back.